If you came across one of these bases while trophy hunting, you might find yourself saying, "What's that fort?" Greetings fellow Clashers, and thank you for stopping by Clash of Clans Attacks. I am your host Galadon, and yes, this is a WTF episode. What's that fort? I am trying some unusual base designs, and we're going to take a look at one that I can only call, I don't know, maybe the Millennium Falcon base. It looks kind of like the starship from the original Star Wars movie. And this was actually the very first defense that I had with it. You can see the attacker came in from the top of the village. Now, my idea here was by designing a completely original base that no one has ever seen before, I'm hoping to throw those attackers off, catch them off guard at least a little bit. Maybe they don't know exactly what the best strategy is to use. And I'm almost always a huge trophy offer in these cases, so that combined with the weird base I'm hoping gives me an advantage. As you can see here though, the king moving in both of the freeze spells down, freezing both of my heroes, both Inferno Towers and 2 of the 3 Expos, the third placed way off towards the south. But now 3 mortars starting to rain down on those attacking troops. They're in the center, so it's not looking good for the town hall, but only 25% damage. And now the king is down, and the Inferno Towers go to work on the queen. She's activated her royal cloak, and she is not going to get that town hall out of the way. In fact, stalled on a wall. The queen will fall right as she gets that wall open, and that is 29% damage, and Lord Pain is in a world of pain right now. 30% damage, no way to get to that town hall. And unfortunately for me, despite the fact that it looks like Lord Pain does his best to try to get to 40% damage to give me that shield, there is just no way he's getting anywhere near it. And this attack is going to wrap up in the low 30s, so I'm going to be stuck on defense again. And get ready for this. The victory earns me only 4 trophies. No wonder Lord Pain must have completely panicked. I know I would panic if I was faced with a 55 or 56 trophy offer. So sure enough, because these defenses happened while I was out of town at E3, not always able to get back to my iPad, my iPhone, didn't have a chance to log back on and see that I had won and didn't get a shield. So now we've got sleeping heroes, an empty clan castle, and a big advantage for Peter from Malaysian Elite. He's moving in from the bottom right side of this village. No jump spells, but 15 wall breakers. So he's dropped the heroes and a rage spell first. And he will utilize that rage spell effect to accelerate those wall breakers closer and closer to the town hall enclosure. Here come a few more, and sure enough, they've got that wall wide open for the town hall. And the second rage spell, the queen walks right into that, and it looks like she will not have a problem. Goes right to work on the town hall, and sure enough, the town hall is going to fall without issue. And 49% damage already. Once again, the lack of heroes or a clan castle, a big disadvantage for this base, and an easy 2-star for Peter. So 4 trophies won on the first defense, and now we just have to see what we will lose with these 2 stars. 21 trophies for a net loss of 17. But wait, we've got another defense again, not having a lot of time to attack. You can see I didn't even have a chance to clear those tombstones at the top of the village, but I did refill the clan castle. The heroes are awake, and this attacker taking his time very carefully trying to open the structures at the top of the village. There, that top right enclosure is already open, and it looks like he's taken a moment to kind of sit back and examine the layout of this base. He's dropped in a golem, so just 1 enclosure open, 1 golem going down to begin with, and here come a few wizards, and that will activate my clan castle, which I've filled with primarily archers, trying to use that mass archer technique to throw off attackers, and a witch in there at the end. But it looks like they are going to come out and bunch up, and he does have a lightning spell, so that doesn't bode well for those clan castle troops. Sure enough, here comes the lightning spell. Dead on, wipes out every single clan castle troop. But we've got a golem and several wizards have been used, so we'll see what happens next. Now, we did trigger that giant bomb with a single barbarian, so it's clear for some wall breakers up there by that dark elixir storage. Nope, it's a jump spell. He's dropped a jump spell, and that is going to get units in to several different enclosures along with a town hall enclosure. Golems moving around to the right and right in on that jump spell, wall breakers, and there's some more wizards. So plenty of enclosures are wide open at this point. Here come the maxed out heroes, the remaining wizards going down. He still has several more wall breakers and archers, barbarians, minions, a freeze spell and a rage spell remaining. Heroes quickly again in on that town hall enclosure, but the queen has gone off on her own way off to the left, and so have a couple of the golems, so that's a good sign for me. The king left in there on his own. He takes out the defending king, but the queen, she is going to be useless. He's using her royal cloak to get through a wall way on the outside. The king on the inside using his iron fist. He is right on top of that town hall, but the skeleton trap slowing him down. The defense is taking him out. Now the queen has returned. She's coming back to see what happened to her king, but he is long gone. And now it looks like she doesn't have a lot of protection. 44% damage, encroaching on that town hall. Now she's going to get stuck in that elixir storage, certainly slowing her down. And that is going to work out as the queen falls. That is it for the queen. 46% damage. A golem at the top. He's got a minion on the far right. That'll be good for 47. Can he get 3 more percentage points? On the far left, he's got barbarians, archers moving in, a couple of minions as well. The minions are going to take down that builder set for 47, the camp for 48, the elixir collector on the right for 49, but they can't get the gold mine down. And as time runs out, yes, it's a 49% defensive victory for 28 trophies with the What's That Fort base. Now, unfortunately, that wasn't my first attempt at a completely original design. We're going to take a look at a couple more replays. This one was recorded live, but again, I was on the road. The microphone thing didn't really work out. The built-in mic on those laptops, just not quite there. But we're going to watch these units move in from the left-hand side. He's got jump spells, laying down 3 jump spells right off the start. So this base, really similar in design to what you see that open base design, but I kind of threw in a couple of wrenches, enclosed archer towers, a double wall along the bottom, thinking once again maybe it would throw attackers off enough to distract them or make them change their strategy, but not really in this case. Units moving in, and despite those witches in the clan castle coming on out to meet the attackers, there comes the lightning spell, and that is going to take care of them. And all of those structures are clear on the left-hand side, and everybody just funneled right over that third and final jump spell. Not ever really an issue, and sure enough, right away, that center enclosure, the town hall enclosure, just getting overwhelmed. The skeleton traps aren't going to do a great deal of good. The king is in there. You've got wizards on the inside, a couple of big golems to distract defenses. The single target Inferno takes out the king, but he takes out the town hall. 35% damage. The queen also just about to go down, 37%. And at the very bottom of the screen, a couple of full-size golems doing their worst on those defensive structures. And again, like we've seen time and time again, that is not good for defense, because now those golems can work to distract, and any other units in the area or that haven't yet been deployed can be dropped, and they are going to just melt away those other structures. And sure enough, the last of his archers go down, 46%. He's got a couple of minions that are still up. They fall, but look how far to the right the golems have gone, and those 3 elixir pumps are just sitting there for the taking. And now it looks like it's going to be a while before those archers get through the wall, but then a golem explosion takes out 2 structures at the same time. That gives this attacker the 2nd star, and he walks away with 13 of my trophies. Now, this next base layout was probably the predecessor to the village you saw in the beginning of this video. You can see it starting to take shape. Once again, trying to throw off the attacker with a base he hasn't seen before. But this attacker, he's ready to adjust, and sure enough, with only a couple of walls and a pretty short distance on that top right side between the edge of the village and that town hall, you can see he's got his wall breakers moving in there. He's got a jump spell, great placement on the jump spell, opening up multiple enclosures and the town hall enclosure. My clan castle troops have deployed, but they are about to get lightninged out of existence before they can become a factor. You can see units moving ever closer to the town hall. The queen, the king, both of them near full health. The king's iron fist helping him clear some of those structures. but units pretty much focused right on the town hall, and sure enough, there it goes. 33% damage. Now my Barbarian King, he's finally going to get into action here. Too little too late for the first star anyway. And now we've got a golem on the far outside of the base on that cannon. That's going to help things out as it distracts. Other units are going to work on those individual percentage points. 38, 41% now. Just a few units remain. Big bomb goes off. Doesn't really affect things there. And it's just a matter of trying to stop this attacker from grabbing that second star. Can I stop him here? A couple of golemites remain. He's got an archer at the bottom right going to take out that elixir collector. But still, he's going to need about 8%, nope, 9% to grab that second star. So taking some time very patiently here, trying to measure things, looking around the base, looking for those structures that are unprotected, that are lying just out of the effective range of a defense. And eventually he is going to find something. It looks like on the top left corner here, that camp is just out of the way, but it turns out that will be the only structure that remains unprotected in my village. This attacker with just not enough units to grab the necessary 8%, and this attack is going to wrap up as a 1-star victory, so I will walk away losing only 7 trophies. So my base designs are hit and miss. I still insist that it really comes down to luck and getting an attacker who is going to be unprepared or unlucky. Any proficient attack can take out any base for 2 stars at Town Hall 10. So I'm having a little bit of luck with the Millennium Falcon shaped base right now, maybe winning about 1 in 3 defenses, but I am switching it up pretty frequently as well. So thanks again for watching, you guys. Don't forget to check out my other episodes. I am willing to try some viewer-based submissions, so let me know if you think you've got a base that can win. I will give it a try. I'll try anything right now. So I will see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and make every attack a full attack, just not on my base. Please. Galadon, do I hear desperation in your voice?